What's going on, guys? Money Man Jeff here. Thank you for tuning in this evening. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I automated my phone flipping business, how I'm able to buy from the auction and then resell to my wholesale buyers without lifting a finger, right? How I'm able to automate it and how you can too. So take down any notes. If you have questions after the video, you could kindly book a call. I'll leave a link in the description. You can ask me any questions you have. The call is 15 minutes, it's free. I encourage you guys to ask me questions. I want to point you in the right direction to see if this is even something for you. I want to make sure that this business is something that you can handle. Now, before we get into it, I also want to give you guys a gift. The next 10 people who contact me, I will give you 2 unlocked websites for free, right? These 2 unlocked websites, I normally charge $200. If applied properly, if you actually use it, you will make money off of it because it's something that not only us as resellers use, but the average consumer, the average customer is going to need for many reasons. So let me give you 2 examples on how you can make money with these 2 unlocked websites that I give you for free. The first way would be if you're a regular phone flipper or you come across carrier locked phones. We all know that carrier locked phones are worthless. And if we could unlock them, we could sell it for way more money because a phone that's carrier locked will always be worth less than a phone that's unlocked. So for example, let's say a customer hits me up or I come across a phone that's carrier locked. I buy it at $200 instead of me selling it at $300 to the wholesale buyer at a carrier lock price. I can then use the tools that I have to unlock it and I can sell it for $450, $500 to that same exact wholesale buyer. So that's why unlocking phones is very profitable. We all know that. We all can agree on one thing, that if we come across a carrier locked phone, if we have the capability of unlocking it, we're going to make more money on that device. That's just something we could all agree on. Now, the second way of making money with the unlocked websites is by offering the unlock service to your customers. So what do? I tell my customers, hey, look, if you guys have T-Mobile, for example, you signed a 2-year contract, you're making, payments for the next 2 years on this device until you pay it off, but your bill's too high and it's killing you that every month when the 30th comes or the first of every month comes, you got to drop $228 and it's hurting you. I get it. It would hurt me too. It's a lot of money. Almost $300 on a cell phone bill is ridiculous for one plan, for one line. So what can we offer our customers? The service, the ability to free that phone, to remove it from that 2-year contract, to remove the fact that they got to pay $228, bring down their bill significantly. And mostly I've seen people's bill be $45, $50, $60, but that's way better than $230, almost $300. And that's why people take advantage of this useful service. Hey, Jeff, I see you unlock phones. Hey, Jeff, I see you unblock phones. Hey, Jeff, you could remove this. Hey, Jeff, you could do that. I need that. And that's why it's important. So not only will you be unlocking the same phones you're flipping, but the phones that you're not buying, you could also make money from the customers that just want that service. So that's the beautiful thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, that we have the ability to make money off of the 2 unlock sites both ways, whether we're unlocking phones or offering the service, right? So if you're interested, go ahead and give me a call at 305-409-5819 or on Instagram, moneymanjeff_3, and I'll go ahead and get you guys right. Remember, the first 10 people, I got you. So please be serious. Please be ready to take advantage of this if I'm going to give this to you. Please don't be someone that wins or you're part of the first 10 people and you don't do squat with it. I need you guys to take this serious if you're going to actually reach out to me and participate in receiving the 2 unlock websites for free. Now to the bread and butter, the main part of the video. How do I make money buying from auctions and selling to my overseas buyers without having to do too much work? Obviously, there's going to be some days, some months throughout the years where I got to go out there to the auctions, pick them up. I mean, that's inevitable. But for the most part, how can I automate it to where I can do less and focus my time on other things that need to be done? So this is what I do. Like all auctions, right? You can either go there in person or you can do it online. There's other auctions such as Copart. Copart is an automobile auction, right? Many of you guys know this. Maybe if you're a mechanic, you would know about this. It's where people who have the auction license can go to an auction and they can place orders online. I've done this before when I used to be a barber at the barbershop. The barbershop's owner's homeboy had the auction license and we'd be on the phone looking at the auctions, seeing what cars we get. I got a Hyundai, what was it? A Hyundai Sonata for like $1,500 one time. I resold it for like what, 35? And I remember that car actually had an engine recall. The engine blew, but it had an engine recall with Hyundai. So I brought it to Hyundai. They did the engine swap for free. So I ended up winning. I got lucky with that. But I'm trying to tell you is that these auctions are available for almost every type of industry. So this what I'm teaching you happens to be an auction for just phones, right? When we get them in bulk, right? And we can place the order online or go there physically. So I'll place the order online, and then what I'll have is my runner, my business partner pick it up from the auctions. Then they'll go to Doral. In Doral, we have 2 logistics companies that I use. If you're interested in learning who those companies are and getting access to them, I'll give it to you for free. I won't even charge you. Go ahead and do the same thing. Just book a call, hit me up, and I'll take care of you and give you that information for free. So once we're at the logistics company, my runner or my business partner will say, okay, they're going to such and such address, and we'll do all the paperwork, whatever. The phones will ship out. They will arrive to Venezuela or Colombia within 4 to 5 business days. Once they're there, if I'm selling the phones to Venezuela, if the refurbished phones, remember, when I sell to Venezuela, I mostly get refurbished phones, which are grade C and grade D phones, right? Or phones that just overall refurbished, whether they have a bad Face ID or the camera or camera dust or whatever the case may be. Those are phones that need refurbishing. So I'll get these refurbished phones, ship them out to Venezuela. Once they're there, we have a facility where we pay people pennies, right? One of my buyers is a facility where they charge cheap labor to all these people. They're working 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and they're fixing phones because they get paid $5 a month there. I mean, go look at Venezuela, how much they make. They're making $5-10 a month there. That's crazy, but that's just the reality of it. So once they repair the phones, then the phones go out to the wholesale buyer and I get my cut and I move on. Now there's other wholesale buyers that go by order. So maybe I sell to John, right, in Venezuela, and then he just wants grade DC stock because we're refurbishing them, right? In most cases in the auction, you'll notice this, they'll grade a phone harshly. So a phone that have a bunch of scratches on it, they'll say, oh, it's grade C, as if it were cracked. And that's where we come up if we're at the auction, because if you have a polish machine, I'll leave a link down in the description of the machine on eBay. It's a few $1,000s, but it's well worth it. Because if you grab a phone that's grade C or D that has deep scratches, you could put it in the machine, it'll polish it, and it'll remove 1 millimeter of the screen, and now the phone is back to grade A. So you just came up so heavy. If you guys know the phone terminology, you know exactly what I mean by this. You got a phone that's grade C and you turn it to grade A, and that's what we do when we ship the phones overseas to Venezuela. What they'll do is they refurbish it, do whatever, and we make our money, right? If you want more information on that, go ahead and click the link down below and book a call with me. Now, as I was saying earlier, I have other buyers that say, hey, maybe I have smaller overseas buyers, right? Maybe one of my overseas buyers, aside from John, let's say Daniel has a budget of $50,000 a week. So say, hey, Jeff, I need 10 pieces of this, 10 pieces of that, another 10 pieces of that. Can you fulfill this order? I'd be like, yes, I can. And I'll go straight to the auction and source whatever I can. Whatever I couldn't get from the auction, let's say, because sometimes that shit happens. Maybe the specific specs and model and grading that he wants, maybe it's not there. Let's just say, give you an example. Well, then I could go to Facebook, I could talk to one of my other wholesalers and make money regardless. So the point is that I'm able to buy in bulk and then resell to my wholesale buyers without lifting a finger. Why? Because I've automated to where I place the order, regardless of grading, regardless of what buyer needs what, have my runner pick it up, take it to the logistics company, and then from there, they ship it to the buyer. Once it gets there, they go through the process and we get paid. So listen, if you guys are honestly interested in getting involved with something like this, I do sell a course on 700 wholesale buyers and then access to the auctions and wholesalers. Now, this is very important. When you have access to the auction and wholesalers, remember, it's where you're going to be buying phones from in bulk. You can get the phones there, and then you would refer to the price sheet of 700 wholesale buyers that I have, and then offer the stock to them in order for you to alleviate and get rid of stock and make your money. That's the whole point. That's what we do all day. So if you guys are familiar with phone flipping, you would know that this is how the natural cycle goes. So if you're interested and you want to get involved with the auctions, buying in bulk, selling to a dedicated buyer, I have that available for you. Let me know down below. I'll leave a link, book a call with me, and I'll go ahead and get you guys right. Take care. Catch you in the next video.